You could say on the whole it was a very successful season, but it ended very disappointingly. First of all, losing Ched Evans at such a key time in the season, losing a striker at any point, but losing Ched, that we know banged so many goals in that season.
Yeah.
It felt like, I don't know about you, but it felt like the whole squad had just kind of lost all confidence, and it seemed like it had really shook the dressing room. Is that what it felt like in there as well, from your point of view?
I don't think they'd lost the confidence. I think they just had been dealt a massive blow that they weren't expecting. You know, and somebody just pulled the rug from underneath them. You know, it wasn't that they weren't confident, and they're still certainly confident when they went on the pitch. But you know, it was a bit like in mourning. You know, they were they'd lost a massive friend, and not just left the club. He was going into, you know, incarceration, if you like, and and it was very difficult to take. And sometimes, you know, you can't speak to players in those circumstances because it's blocked out. They're just numb, and that's how it felt for me. Like, you know, no matter the words you said, they'd always be coming back into their mind and thinking about, you know, their friend and what he was. And we didn't recover from it. You know, let's be quite honest, we didn't. You know, if Ched, you know, it's hypothetical now. If Ched was, you know, would have played 2 or 3 of those games afterwards, you can guarantee they got 1 or 2 goals in there. Possibly would have given us automatic. You know, and certainly in, you know, going through the playoffs, then, you know, who knows what happened again, because they are, you know, a toss of a coin at times. But when you've got him in your side, you have that bigger belief that it will happen. But he didn't, and that's, you know, that's sometimes that's football. You know, you sometimes have to be without your best players, and you have to make the best of it.
Yeah, I don't think for a second that either of us have believed that we would have ended up in the playoffs if Ched would have played those last few games. I think we were something like 6 points in front of Wednesday with 2 games in hand at one point. And yeah, it definitely did feel like it rocked the dressing room. And do you know what? I've never thought about it in that way. I thought it was just they've lost the striker that's scoring all the goals. They're going to be thinking, where's all the goals going to be coming from? I've never thought about it in the sense of we've lost a friend. And it's not just that he's left and gone to a different club or he's injured. It's way more serious than that.
It was a major blow for everybody. Let's be quite honest, you know, and nobody really knew a great deal about what was going on anyway. But Ched was having to deal with what was his private life, you know, as well as playing football, which is difficult. And the way that he produced his forms throughout the season was absolutely unbelievable. You know, with all this hanging over him. You know, and it was absolutely commendable from his point of view that, you know, he did that because it must have been so difficult, you know. But maybe coming into the football club gave him a little bit of a respite from what was going on. You know, it might have cleared his head a little bit and just go out and just do his best, and he did that. You know, and he had a remarkable season. Sadly, it ended up like it did, but you know, we were never to know that.
Was it always in the back of your mind and the club's mind that this was kind of hanging over him or hanging over the club if the worst was to happen, as it did?
No, because we may have been upstairs, I don't know. But within the football club, within the playing side of the football club, we never even spoke about it. You know, we just enjoyed him coming into training. You know, he's what was going to go on, you know, in courts and what have you. You know, we weren't in control of that. You know, but we could control what was going on around the environment of the football club, and we made it the best possible environment we could. And so we just went in there and every day just trying to enjoy ourselves. And I think if you'd asked Ched himself, I think that's what he did. You know, he maybe pushed things out of his mind for an hour or 2 in training, and then went back to, you know, the really serious things when he was having to put up with going home.